I'm Kat Mark. I'm a paraplanner based currently in Staffordshire. I used to be in Bristol. I run Unity Paraplanning and have been for nearly 5 years now.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm Alison, Neale. I've been paraplanning for 10 years. So when did you win?
I won in 2019, which feels like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just something that I just saw an advert for and thought I'll just give that a bash.
Yeah.
It was a very easy process. I just took it step by step. So I just did the little quiz, and everyone loves a quiz, so I thought I'll just do that and see what happens. And yeah, I had to then sit down and go, right, okay, well, how do I apply all of the paraplanning I know how to do to this case study that I've never seen before? But that was quite a good experience, really, because you actually you can cross over your skills.
And did you have the sort of interview after? So I did the questions and the case study and then the interview, and that was kind of quite about kind of what we said in the case study and how we approached it, I think.
Yes.
Was that the same for you?
Yeah, so I think there were a few sort of general questions, and all I did was sit down, read my case study and talk about it. And it's almost like when you're sat down at the end of a case with a planner and you say, okay, well, these are the decisions I made, this is how I presented it, this is what I was thinking about when I was doing that. And that feels quite natural because that's what we do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's nothing in the process that we don't do as a job anyway. So there's nothing intimidating at all.
Yeah. I think just that recognition, I think what I love about the CISI award is the technical side of it. Is that it really is that recognition for all the exams, all the hard work, and that we are technical paraplanners, and not report writers, which I think is the thing out there, isn't it? And I think that's what has made me pride myself on this award in particular. Has just felt that it's that technical side, and the recognition from an examining body that you've been tested at everything that you've learned and all the exams that you've done over the years. I think that's what I feel most proud about with the CISI award.
If you were to give advice to the next person applying, what would you say?
Well, first of all, just go for it. I don't know about you, but it's just putting yourself in for it and not be too daunted about the different steps. So for me, I didn't think ahead. I just did the questions, got myself through that, and then planning that case study, not leaving it to the last minute, that's for sure. I am a deadline person. So, I think you have to be, when you've got lots of different things, you've got to look at your deadlines and what needs doing. But just approaching each different bit of the case study and doing some research and doing your writing bits up and then consolidating it at the end and not worrying about the case study. Reading up on the case study, I think I'd take from you now to kind of familiarise myself, because I didn't know much about what the call would be. I didn't really think about it. I thought it might have been a different thing and asking me different questions. So going back over the case study, I think if you do make it to that final stage, why do you think paraplanners should apply? Get the numbers, get people in, get some good planners applying this year. Why do you think they should do it?
Because I don't think there's any downside. Applying and going through the process, there's no downside. It's a good learning process for you. So you can, if you go through the technical test and you find you don't do very well at it, you know that you've got things to work on and you can actually look at that.
Yeah.
And then if you go to the case study and you don't get through the case study section, you've just done loads of structured CPD, and you've learned a lot, and then you could just go back to the next time. So I think you get more out of the process, regardless of what stage you get to, than if you didn't bother. And CPD is really important.
And just that recognition, I think for me is apply. You don't understand how that makes you feel when you win. And I never thought about winning. I never thought about what I would do with that. But I've loved putting it on my LinkedIn. I love being able to say it. It's on my email signature, and just having that. And it just feels that that little bit of recognition for what you do. I suppose that's really nice to be able to do. So that's what I would say. So yeah, good luck to all of this year's entrants and nominees.